Hello friends, as I explained to you in my previous video how to play the game, the maths game. Today I am going to teach you how to create this game. Well, you might have understood that this game is all about creating the boxes. So when you click on the right answer, automatically a box is created. And if you click on the wrong answer, you of course exit the game. So here I'm going to teach you how to create this game. Instead of maths questions, you can add any question related to your subject, and I'm sure your children will love playing this game because they will have competition of how many boxes they have created on clicking on the right answer. Let's start. First we go to the presentation, and then we click on the slide, and then we go to the layout. In the layout we click on the blank option, and here we go to right click, and then we click on format background, and in format background we click on the gradient fill and select any color. So it all depends on what color you want to choose, and you can make it light, or you can make it a little bit dark depending on your choice. And then you can select apply to all, and here you need to go to the shapes, the curved rectangle shape, and then draw a rectangle. And what you have to do is go to format, and you click on the theme, and here you any theme you can choose. Suppose if I choose this particular theme, then I go to shape effects, I go to preset, select on the second button, and then I go to home, and in home I open the selection pane, and in the selection pane I'm going to rename this rectangle as Q. Q means the question. So I'm going to add the question over here. So now I add the question. So I type the question. So the question is, what are the multiples? What are the multiples of 10? And then I select all, and I go to the font style. Here I click on Berlin Sans FB Debbie, and you can choose any font size, that is up to you. The font size also, I increase the font size, so it is there is more clarity in what I've written. And then I click on the color, that is the white color. Okay, so now this is done. So now I go to insert shapes again, the curved rectangle, I click on that, and then I draw a rectangle, of course, which is slightly smaller than the previous one, and then I click on the yellow button in order to make it more curvy. So this shape is ready. So now what I have to do is I have to go to format, then I have to click on styles, and here the themes, and here I can click on any theme or any style, and see we can change the color. So now we go to shape effects, go to preset, click on the second button, and we can see the difference. And now what we have to do is we have to go to the selection pane, rename the rectangle as CA, that is the correct answer. And then we go to insert, and then we click the text box, and in there we draw a text box inside the rectangle, and now we write a number. Suppose we have written the number 15. So okay, let us write the number 30. So if we write the number 30, so what we have to do is we have to go to the color, select a color, the white color, then go to the font size, increase the font size, and then we need to go to the font style, click on Berlin Sam's Epidemi, and then we have to click on that and go to selection pane and rename it. So we rename it as 30R. Yes, that means that is the right answer. 30R means the right answer. So now we click on view, and in view we go to guides. For guides will help us to align it in a one single line, and so that is why we should click on guides. So we press control and we drag so that we can create another shape which is similar. We can create as many shapes as we want. It depends upon how many numbers we want to include. Again, the recommended number of shapes is 4 for a particular slide, 4 at the top and 4 at the bottom. So because we need to keep some space between each of the shapes, so in one line we can include only 4 shapes or 4 numbers. And again we go to the next shape, and here we go to insert, and we click the text box and we draw a text box, and again we insert a number. So suppose we have insert the number 25, then we go to the color, we change the color, we click on white, we go to the font size, we increase the font size, 32 we increase, and then we go to font style, we select that particular font style, Berlin Sam's Epidemi, and then now we adjust, we put it at the center, we make those adjustments, and now we click on the text box and we go to the selection pane, we rename it as 25W, which means 25 is a wrong answer. Now again in a similar manner we go to the next shape, we go to insert text box, and again we draw a text box, and here again we have to add a number. So let us add the number 59. So again we do the same thing, we go to the font size, increase the font size, then we go to the font style, change the font style, then here we click on the text box, make the adjustment, and then since we have clicked on guides, so then we get the proper alignment. We go to the selection pane, rename the text box as 59W. So this is also a wrong answer or an incorrect answer. And in a similar manner we create all this, the other text box as well. So the procedure is the same. We create the other text box. Suppose in the next text box we write number 90. So again we do the same thing, we change the color, then we change the font style, then the font size, and then we make the adjustments, the necessary adjustments, and then we go to the selection pane and rename it as 90R. So now we select all the boxes together. We select all the boxes and we click on control and we drag it down. So we have similar shapes. So now only we need to change the number. So we change the number and accordingly we have to rename it also. So suppose you have clicked 15, so we rename it. So we write 15W, and then here also we change the number first and we rename it as 10R, and here again we change the number and we rename it as so we have to make adjustments in the text box. Yes, so we need to rename it as 40R. Yes, so Now this is the last box that is remaining, text box. We change the number and make certain adjustments so the number fits in, and we rename it as 69W. 69W. So we have completed this. So yeah, so we click on the wrong box, click on the wrong rectangle with the wrong answer, the rectangle with the wrong answer. We click on that and we click delete. So the box will disappear. Similarly, we click on delete. So the box will disappear. For all the wrong answers, we click delete. Okay. Now what we have to do is we go to animation and we select each of the boxes. First we select one by one. We click on the first box and we click on appear. And when we click on appear, and we go to the trigger button, on click off, this is, we know that this name is 30R, so we click on 30R. So on click of 30R, so that is the animation that we have put in over here. There is a trigger button. Now we go on to the next one, and here again we click on appear, and here we go to trigger, and on click off we are going to select 90R. Yes, so this is the way we have to do it. So similarly, we go to the next rectangle shape, we click on appear animation, and then we go to trigger button and we click on click off 40R. Yes, very good. Then next we go to the last rectangular button, we click on appear animation, then we go to the trigger, and on click off we click 10R. So this animation we have added over here, and so now we can check whether our animations are working properly. So we go to the slideshow mode. Suppose we click on 30. Yes, the box appears. So we have created a box. Suppose we click on 14. Yes, the box appears. Okay, so our animations are working. We click on 90, the box appears. We click on 10 and the box appears. Yes, so our animations are working now. So now what we have to do is go to another slide, create a new slide, and in this slide we have to go to view and then click on guides again, so that we can bring the same alignment, uniform alignment. Okay, so we don't need guides, we will not use guides, we will unclick guides, we don't need that anymore. So now we go on to shape, we'll click on guides later. So we click on a shape and we create a shape, and here what we are going to do, we are going to drag it to the center, towards the center, and then click on format, and then we go to the styles, click on any style of your choice. I have clicked on this particular style, and then I go to the shape effects preset, the second button, and then open any browser, and then click on the thumbs down logo. Search for a thumbs down logo, and you can take any thumbs down logo. But only thing is that I recommend all of you to go to settings. In settings, click on advanced search, and then go below at the bottom, click on that option and click Creative Commons license, and you click on advanced search. Automatically whatever these images appear, they can be used for our purpose. So we click on this thumbs down symbol, logo, and then we copy image, we copy that image and we bring it here, we paste it here. So now we have to remove the background color, so we click on format and then go to format background, and we click on keep changes. Yes, so the background color is removed. So now what we have to do is, on the rectangular box that we have created, we have to write wrong answer. Thumbs down means wrong answer. So again we go to the font style. We change the font style, the font size, the color also. And now we go to insert, we go to shapes again, and we create another shape, and here again we align it, and so we write exit. And in this exit button, what do we do is, we again go to format background, then click on styles, select a particular style, any style of your choice, go to shape effects, preset, the second one, and then we go to insert button once again, click on audio action, sorry, we click on action, and here we go to play sound, click on play sound, and then we click on, we use the sound click, we click on that, and then we go to hyperlink, click on hyperlink, hyperlink to end show, end show, and then click OK. So we need to increase the font size of this exit. Yes, we need to do that. So we go to home, increase the font size, font style, font size, as usual. We have to do it so that it is uniform. And then we again go to another slide, a new slide. And here we go to format background. And this format background, we go to texture fill or picture fill, we click on that, and then we can change our color accordingly. So whatever we require, we can change accordingly. And then we move on to, yes, this is the picture that I have taken from the website. So you can choose any picture of your choice, and then close format background, even close animation pane. And now what we need to do is, we need to again go to the curved rectangle, we insert that, and then we go to view, and in view we go to guides again, click on guides so that the alignment is proper. And then we go to format background, here we go to format, then we go to the styles. So in styles we select any particular style, then we write over there maths game. So we write here maths game, and here what we do is that we go to home, we change the font size, and then we also change the font style, and we make it a little larger so that it looks good. And then what we do is that we again go to the insert shapes, rectangular shape, we click on that, we draw a rectangle here, and then we again go to format, and here we click on shape effects, go to preset, we go to, click on the second one, second option, and then we go to shape for the style, and then we click on any style. And now what we do is, we press control and we drag, and we get another shape, similar shape. And then we write over there, left hand side shape we write exit game, and the right hand side shape we write start game. So we write this, and what we do is, now we go to insert once again, and we click on action, we click on hyperlink, then we click on end show, and here we play sound. So here again we the sound is the click sound that we want, and so we click OK. And again we go to the start game rectangular shape, again we click on action, we go to hyperlink, we click hyperlink to, and next slide, that is fine, hyperlink to next slide, then we play sound, again the click sound we want, and we press OK. So it is done, we have completed this. So now what we have to do is on the incorrect numbers. What we have to do with this incorrect numbers? So we click on that and with the incorrect number, then we click action, then we click on hyperlink to next slide. We click on next slide, play sound, and then so now we are supposed to add. I'm supposed to add one sound which I've already created, and I press OK. So I've added that sound. Similarly with the other numbers also I do that. I click on the number, then I go to action, click on hyperlink to next slide, play sound, select other sound, and of course now it has already come there. Okay, once I've clicked, so it is already incorporated there. Click on that sound, press OK. So now again, with the next number I do the same thing, so that all the incorrect answer will indicate the same sound. That is, I have failed to create a box. That is the indication. So now it is done. So now I go to the option with the correct the rectangular box with the correct option. Click on the option, go to action, go to play sound, and here I am going to add the applause sound, and I'm going to click OK. And similarly with all the correct answers, I am going to click on the applause sound, and I'm going to click OK. So here I click on the number, then I go to action, play sound, and I click on applause, and I click OK. Similarly, I click on the number, go to action, play sound, and click applause and OK. So now it is done. So now we need to check. So now we need to add the timing. So we need to add a timing in order to make it more exciting, more interesting, and of course it should be competitive. Okay, so now we go to shapes and we insert the curved rectangular shape, and here we draw the shape. Yes, and then we go to the style, we select a particular style. So this black looks good, yes, and we go to shape effects, go to preset, second option, and then we again go to preset and select the last option. Not the last option, yeah, one towards the extreme left, and so that it is slightly turned. And then we go to shape outline, we click on a red outline, red color outline. Shape effects, we again go to glow, and here we select any glow that we want, and then what we do is we type over there 10 seconds. We type this 10 seconds and we write over there 10 seconds remaining. So what we do, we go to home again, we change the font style, and then we change the font size to adjust, and then we have this particular button ready. So here what we have to do is we have to go to insert shapes again, we click on that square button, and then we draw a square. The entire slide we drag that shape, and then we go to selection pane and we rename this rectangle as time up, and then we hide this, and then we just bring it slightly down, just adjust it, and so it is done. So now what we do is go to insert again, insert shapes, and here we click on the rectangular shape again, the curved rectangular shape. Again we draw a curved rectangle, and we go to styles, click on style, any style of your choice, but this looks great over here, so I've clicked on this, drag it to the center, and then we write over here time up, time up. Yes. And so now we go to home and we change the font style, and then also we increase the font size so that it fits into the shape. And then we go to Google, and in Google we need to get the image of sad logo. Sad logo. So we go to any shape. Okay, this is the one that I want to take. So I go to copy image, and here I paste the image. Now what I have to do is I go to format. Now I have to remove the background. I remove the background, and I click on keep changes. Yes, and I make the adjustments. And now what I have to do is go to insert once again, click on shapes, go to the rectangular shape, again draw a small rectangle, and here this time I write exit. And again what I have to do is I have to go to styles, create a style, and go to effect, go to the second option, and then what I do is if I want to make changes in the style, I can make changes. Go home, select the font style size, increase it, and then go to font style, change the font style, and then we are supposed to click there, go to insert, and then go to action, click on hyperlink to uh, what we are supposed to have end show, hyperlink to end show, play sound, and this time we click on the click sound and press OK. And now we go to the animation pane, selection pane, and rename. We write it as exit so that we remember. The previous rectangle also we rename it as time up, so we know which rectangle we are talking about. So again the logo also we rename it. So now we are almost done. Now we go to animation, and here we click on the rectangle, all the three shapes we click on, and then we go to fly in animation and go to trigger animation pane, sorry, not trigger, animation pane, and then click on the double click and go to timing, and here I have to write the timing. So delay we can write 10 seconds. So delay by 10 seconds, then go to with previous and click on OK. So now we go click on all the shapes and click start after previous. And then we close animation pane, we also close selection pane. Now we need to go to unclick guides, and then we need to go to the presentation mode to find out if our animation is working. So if a game is working, we click on start game. So time up, exit. So there is a slight problem over here. We need to make some adjustments over here. So what we need to do is need to go to the animation pane. We need to click on time up rectangle, and then we have to delay it by 10 seconds. We have delayed it by 10 seconds. Okay, so let us check again. So we click on start button. Yes, now it is working. Yes, so we have created these boxes. Okay, so we have to be really quick in order to complete it within 10 seconds. Yeah. So now we again click on start button. Yes, I'm just checking whether our game is working. Our game is working now. So again we can go to the presentation mode. Again, if we suppose we click exit game, we exit from the presentation mode. and then we save the game, and now we can play the game. So our game is ready. Thank you so much. Do subscribe to my channel, and also do not forget to like and share. Click on the like and share button, and do post a comment, a respectful comment on the comment section. Thank you.